Welcome back to another episode of Out of Breath Sports and More. It's your boy DtaeNoDinero here. Yeah, not the big bank. I am the little bank. And we got another reaction for y'all today. We got Kobe Bryant reveals 5 wild Michael Jordan stories. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and also turn the notification bell on. That way you don't miss out on no future videos. If you are a Larry Bird fan and you like Larry Bird reactions, I have a Larry Bird playlist on my YouTube channel that you can check out at any time. So be sure to go check that out. You will love that. Here at Out of Breath Sports and More, our motto is to breathe. We like to practice breathing. Breathing is very important in our lives. A lot of times we forget to. Be too busy, caught up in everything that we're doing today. So let's take a quick second to breathe. Exhale. And now that we got all that hate out, now we can enjoy this video as we should. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to this video because who like long intros? Exactly, that's what I thought. Hit the like button.
I'm just a young player coming into the league, and to be compared to, to a guy that's going on his 6th championship, it's kind of breathtaking.
And Michael Jordan is somebody that I've always looked up to and I want to play against. Guard Michael Jordan, there's nothing to top that.
I grew up watching Michael on TV. Now you got a chance to go face to face with him. You get a chance to really see and touch and feel.
I wanted to be the best big brother that I could be.
I'll see you down the road. Cool.
We communicate all the time.
The person that inspired me the most. I don't think people really understand the amount of impact that he's had on me. I tell you, like when I was in high school, I used to work out with the 76ers. I used to ask them, what's it like to guard Mike? You go, Mike? You mean Black Jesus? I'm like, what the f? Black who? I'm like, I'm gonna call him Mike. That's his name. So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're gonna go at it.
The time at the Forum, or wherever that was.
Phil Jackson has been telling a story about you. You're young, you met Michael Jordan.
Michael's out, he's been retired for a year, and he comes to the ball game, and I said, let's meet in, chairman's room after the game. I want you to talk to Kobe a little bit.
I went and saw Phil Jackson in 1999 or maybe 2000. I don't know when Phil was here in LA.
Phil had Michael come to the game and sat at the table. You remember that?
So I get in this room, and he sits down.
And I walk in, and Kobe's sitting there.
So Phil asked Michael if he wasn't doing anything, just come by practice, maybe to want to play.
And the first thing, I'm in a suit. First thing Kobe said, did you bring your shoes?
He says that you told Michael Jordan that
I could kick your ass one-on-one.
Well, I mean, it's half true.
And then when we walked out, and we walked down the hall, Mike goes, I love that dude, man. He's a warrior.
But his attitude to compete and play against someone he felt like he could enhance and improve his game. To me, that's what I loved about the kid.
Years later, after I scored 81, he was barking at how I could never do it against him. And there's no way you're gonna score 80 on me. I would have fouled out, we just would have went back and forth. And I normally try to stay pretty cool when it comes to MJ, because I look up to him so much. But on that particular occasion, I had to remind him that I did have 42 and 1/2 against him. The first time I was getting ready to face Jordan, I had a teammate. He goes to me and said, hey, you want some advice? Whatever you do, don't look him in the eye. Wait, excuse me? Why the hell would I not look him in the eye? I don't think my teammate understood that I'm that too. Can't look me in the eye either, buddy.
Everybody's talking about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan.
How flattering is it when Michael Jordan says he sees some of him in you?
Well, that's cool. It's a great compliment. I just have to continue to work hard, be the best basketball player that I can possibly be. It's going to be a great challenge. We're one of the greatest players of all time. Against him for the first time at the United Center. This is a fun game for me. I learned a lot this game. A lot about how technically sound Michael was. Because it's one thing in watching him play, and then it's another thing in playing against him. Getting schooled for a baseline dunk the first time I matched up with him. That was like the coolest thing. I got thrown into the fire. Nice baseline spin move on me. I knew he was just so strong. By the time I tried to body him off of me, he just swatted me away like a fly. Because I'd seen that spin move so many times, and then I knew he was gonna do it. But the timing on TV and then in person are two completely different things. So he just spun right before I thought he was gonna spin, and I was like, man, that was pretty cool. When I came to learn how to become the best basketball player in the world, and if I'm gonna learn that, I gotta learn from the best. And kids go to school to be doctors or lawyers or so forth and so on, and that's where they study. That's the place for them to study. My place to study is from the best. And when I was 18, my first year, he got the best of me a bunch of times. I was right there the next play. You're not intimidating me, I'm not going anywhere. And I think he saw that level of respect, because I think he was the same way at 18 years old. And that common bond is what I think, where our connection was good.
I grew up watching Michael on TV, and now you got a chance to go face to face with him. You get a chance to really see and like touch and feel.
Here is Michael. Count it, plus the foul for Jordan.
Strength, speed, quickness, and it was fun to be out there.
And his shot rattles out. Here comes Bryant.
This is the reason why Larry Bird loves Kobe Bryant. And he picked Kobe Bryant over LeBron James. Sometimes I'm not be doing these reactions. I try to give y'all the surprise element, but there's no point in me trying to give you guys a surprise element. We've been together for almost a few years now, so I'm just gonna tell you straightforward. This is the reason why Larry Bird has so much respect for Michael Jordan, and he has so much respect for Kobe Bryant. Just listen to the way that they talk, and listen to the way that they think. The things that they say. You mean to tell me that Kobe Bryant walked into the NBA, into the 76ers court with the NBA players in high school, and was trying to figure out why you grown men are calling another grown man Black Jesus? Yeah, Kobe Bryant was like, I don't bow down like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure Kobe Bryant still had mad respect for Michael Jordan, but not to that point where it's like, I don't want to be better than you. But I want to be better than you, bro. I respect you and everything, and I want to learn. I'm going to watch you and learn everything I can because I want to be better than you, which is why most people say Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan. Some people say Kobe's the greatest of all time. Here we say Larry Bird is, because we've seen this mentality first from Larry Bird, which is passed down to Michael Jordan and passed down to Kobe Bryant. I'm being long-winded here. I'm going to let this video ride out a little bit more. Then I'm going to continue with this training of thought at the end of the video. But if you've been here this long, be sure to hit that like button. And also drop in the comments if you guys have any objective to what I just stated. Do you feel like this is the reason why Larry Bird actually was a huge fan of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, based on the mentality that they had and the way that they handled themselves? Don't it all sound sort of similar to somebody that we all know that played for? But yeah, let's get back to it, y'all.
Here comes Bryant ahead of the field.
He just want to get to the offensive end and go one-on-one. Yeah. Come on, make his ass work down here.
He's making out. We got to get back.
He hauling ass.
I ain't trying to be down there in a poster, dog. I ain't jumping with him, so nah. It was a rough couple years for me coming to the league, because at the time the league was so much older. It's not as young as it is today. Nobody was really thinking much of me. I was a kid that shot a bunch of air balls, you know what I mean? A great detailed answer. But on top of that, he said, if you ever need anything, give me a call.
What player in your career did you learn the most from?
Oh, Michael.
Michael?
For sure.
Even though you never played together?
For sure.
He taught me a lot of stuff. He was a great teacher and mentor for me. But Michael was very tactical and very efficient, and with his movements. There was no wasted space.
And they had this beautiful ceremony for him at halftime, and I had the honor to sit next to him during that process, and kind of looking at him and just kind of sitting back and saying, wow, I mean, did it go by that fast for him? Like, what is he thinking about right now? Does it all seem like a blur? So from that point on, I wanted to make sure that I appreciated every day, or tried to as much as possible.
In Washington, Jordan hits him on the butt and says, you can put the shoes on, but you ain't gonna never fill them.
The 8s, he had the 8s on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never gonna fill them. You're never gonna fill these shoes. That's basically what he was telling Kobe. You're never gonna fill these shoes.
Jordan beats Kobe.
And then at the end of the game, I guess Kobe was wearing some Jordan 8s.
You can put the shoes on, but you'll never fill them.
And then what happened next?
Okay. What happened next? So what happened next is,
they say Kobe didn't talk to the team for 2 weeks.
Literally would not say anything to anybody.
Like, he just went silent, but he was on 1 million.
So for like 2 weeks, they said Kobe was just mute. Didn't talk to his players, didn't talk to his teammates. He said he was in like focus mode. Like, it was straight, like practice was just so intense. The players were like, yo, is he mad at us? Like, did we do something to him? And then they was like, Phil was like,
nah, he ain't mad at you. Jordan, in Washington, it's like, in what? 2 weeks ago? He's like, yeah, he told him he can copy him all he want and do all that, but he'll never fulfill those shoes.
Oh shit! When did we play them again? And they was like, yeah, we played them in a few days.
They said they already knew what was about to happen against MJ when MJ came to LA.
I might stretch for that game because young fellas not passing us the ball. And that's the game Kobe had like 55
points.
Like, is Michael Jordan a friend of yours?
He's a good mentor, man. He's like a big brother.
Maybe it surprised people that Kobe and I were very close friends. Kobe was my dear friend. He was like a little brother. Everyone always wanted to talk about the comparisons between he and I.
You know, I truly hate having discussions about who would win one-on-one, and you're a fan saying, hey, Kobe, you beat Michael one-on-one. I feel like, yo, what you get from me is from him. I don't get 5 championships here without him, because he guided me so much and gave me so much great advice.
That's a foul all day long. I know you ain't. Hey, you only got 3 now. I get 6. I would get that foul. You only got 3 now. I can't say no. I'm gonna shut up and take it.
The last time we had dinner, he was talking about, you know, my year in 1991 versus your peak year. I would have kicked your ass. I said, Mike, come on now, listen. Enjoy the salad. Like, you know, we both know that's not going to happen.
When you and Michael go out to dinner, who picked up the check at the end of that meal?
Well, he does. He's big brother.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Big brother always picks it up.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
I
man.
see.
Well, that was the end of the video. And I'm glad I got these glasses on because the waterworks are about ready to start going crazy. Can you honestly tell me that you didn't want to cry listening to Michael Jordan tell his story about Kobe Bryant? Y'all cannot forget that Kobe Bryant is no longer with us. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Bean Bryant. You know, Kobe Bryant is the greatest basketball player to a lot of people. And to me, I rank him high. I don't put him over Larry Bird. But if I would, and if I was, it'd be because we no longer have Kobe Bryant with us. And I feel like Kobe Bryant's legacy has been washed up with this whole LeBron character that they moved over to Los Angeles, which, if I wanted to be a conspiracy theorist, it makes absolutely sense why they did that. And they still sell his shoes to this day and make so much money off of Kobe to this day. But it's business. And I'm just going to stay on topic. And that topic is, this is the reason why Larry Bird has so much respect for Kobe Bryant. This is why Michael Jordan has so much respect for Kobe Bryant. And even though us as fans, we watch Kobe Bryant shoot way too many shots than we thought he should, he did it because he knew that the people that he was playing with weren't to his level, and he needed to do whatever he had to do to win because it meant that much to him. And that's the mentality of Jordan, and that's the mentality of Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a way better all-around player than Kobe Bryant. He got his team more involved. He got his team more active. But that wasn't Larry Bird's way. If you go back and listen to any stories about Kobe Bryant peers always say things about Kobe Bryant that made them challenge themselves and take their lives and their game to the next level. And I got to give Kobe Bryant a lot of respect for that. He held people to a certain expectation. He put them on a pedestal, and there wasn't no getting away from that. You couldn't meet up to the standard, then you had to go. Now, Larry Bird was a different basketball player, but his mentality was basically the same, if not the original construct of that mentality. Now, if you disagree with me, please drop in the comments and let me know who do you feel like constructed this mentality to do whatever you got to do in order to win. And if that means I have to look crazy and not talk to my teammates for 2 weeks because I lost to 40-year-old Michael Jordan in my rookie or second, third year in the league, then so be it. And I'm going to let y'all go ahead and just Take a deep breath. We out. Peace. Hey, turn the notification bell on, y'all. We don't miss on my next video.